Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for staying with us here at the Awini Unity platform. I am Matt, your host once again from Nigeria. So we are here to actually talk about the ongoing issue, controversy, conflict, fight and quarrel going on currently in the Nigerian national team between the head coach, or should I say the resigned head coach, Finidi George, and their super top striker playing for the Napoli club side, Victor Osimhen. Before I go further, I have with me here in the studio Mr. Adeka. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. So before we go further and then talk about this step by step in details, I would like you guys to have a look at the video, the live coverage Victor Osimhen did on Instagram, lashing out his mind, lashing out insults on the Super Eagles coach, Finidi George. Finidi George actually said that he's not going to beg anybody to play for his own motherland, making reference to Victor Osimhen, insinuating that Victor Osimhen actually faked his injury not to represent Nigeria, making them to be in a bad form and unable to win a single match out of 4 good matches played. They only drew 3 and they lost 1. Gathering enough frustration in the Nigerian national team, there were issues going up and down, and Victor Osimhen, on hearing this issue, was infuriated. Even came on live broadcasts on Instagram and was very angry and was lashing out insults on the Nigerian national coach, Finidi George.
I just want to address something here. I just want to address something because you all know me. I know I no go ever come address anything whatsoever. I no go ever come address anything or whatsoever. You understand? I don't get time for nonsense talk. Do you understand? I get injury. Our last match we play against Lecce, I get injury. The last minute, I get injury. You understand? I get injury for my ankle, and I call and immediately I go Germany. I go see my PK. You understand? So I go do MRI, in which I get the video, I get the picture of everything, because I know say things like this will happen. I am not dumb. You understand? I know say things like this will solve. I know for sure. You get. Immediately I do the MRI. The next day, the doctor called me. I go in office, and then they talk to me. So I call Finidi. Immediately, I call Finidi. You understand? I called Finidi immediately. He was on the phone. I told one of my guy, make himself do video as the doctor and me, they speak to Finidi. I get the video in which I go post them for my story now when I finish this live. Do you understand? I know they address nothing. I let anyone believe what they won't believe about me. I know they address anything. You understand? I know they address anything. Everybody knows say if I play whether na club side, whether na for Nigeria, I dey play my heart out. I don't care waiting anybody go talk. I do waiting I won't do. I just let everything go. You understand? But I no go allow that disrespect for anybody, because I dey respect person before I disrespect the person. I no go allow that nonsense. I no go allow that rubbish. Come put stain on my name. I know they allow that nonsense. I think I don't keep quiet enough. A lot of you all they bring to the agenda. Osimhen this, Osimhen that. When I don't want to let my name rest on my mouth. Now the talk sense. I don't care if that thing, if you need to talk, now false or now whatever. I go post that video for my story, and I go post the picture also. And the screenshot. When I follow Finidi, they talk. Because all of that ability say, person will just keep quiet because the person they play ball. Ogunki body. Any kure, aje, wallahi talai. Any of you now where they believe all those nonsense. Any kure, wallahi. Tala leba ni ko dapun, ala ron yeyin. Any kure, wallahi talai. Any kure say. You don't understand? Anybody like me that they talk nonsense. I don't lose respect we I get for that man. I don't lose him now. I swear to God, I don't lose him now, because why? I call him. I tell him this thing. Even when what I tell him, I tell him say make him allow me, make I come camp, I can't deal with the boys. Now what thing I tell him be that all these things I get them for video. I get everything for video. All these things I get them for video. I tell him say make he allow me come camp, make I come follow the boys them talk. Make I come follow them day. You get. I spoke to some of my teammates also. You understand? I tell them, what did he tell me? Oh no, you have to be with the family. Oh this, oh that. I say no problem. What did I go do? I go live my life, they go. I dey flex my life, they go. You understand? But team don't lose now. Una no find person una go put blame on top. Now Osimhen una want to put blame on top. Una no go die better. I swear to God who made me. Wallahi to lie. Una no find person where they at fault. Now me where they nurse my injury. Why they nurse my injury? Now me, una continue say, una continue say, una won't put my name because of say Super Eagles get 2 bad games. I mean, I don't go put my name because they talk say you can't beg this. Who they beg who? I know many injuries I don't use play. 20 when we play 4-4 against Syria alone. Who be the car? We can't see me. When my nerves they damage, who be the man we can't see me? Because people they keep quiet. No me say person na mumu. You no get anybody where they fear for this life. I only give people their respect. I don't fear anybody. I swear to God who made me. You no get anybody where they fear. Anybody where they fear for this life, I don't care. Now the reason why I don't get Godfather be that.
Yes, so that is the video. So Mr. Adeka, what do you think about this issue?
Like I want to say in this studio that there is a disunity in the Super Eagles camp.
Okay.
Player belonging to different groups.
Okay.
Some belonging to Emmanuel Amunike groups and some belonging to Finidi George.
Okay.
So what prompted the whole of this issue is that Finidi George felt Victor Osimhen faked his injury to show his allegiance to Emmanuel Amunike. I want to say that I would have preferred a foreign technician for the Super Eagles job because these days the politics have taken over Nigeria and it has affected the Super Eagles, I swear. So this was the issue that prompted all these issues. Finidi George believing that Victor Osimhen is aligned to Emmanuel Amunike. So that was what prompted this issue that Finidi George said Emmanuel Amunike that he cannot beg any player to play for the Super Eagles, which is, I think, the first place. It's not so that such word was not supposed to come from a top coach like Finidi George. So that is, I think, even if Osimhen went so far, he wouldn't have gone so far as live video to lash out such words to Finidi George. You could imagine ex-international like Cody Onigalo. He told him that he should go offline because it felt it wasn't necessary. This would have been an in-house issue that both parties would have settled it amicably.
Yes.
Because it's really true. Because according to what Victor Osimhen said, and I saw it in the Napoli lineup, the last match against Lecce, he was pulled off. And the last match of the season, Victor Osimhen didn't really play for Napoli. He was out injured.
Yes.
So he can't fake injury for club side. And that time Napoli were down and Napoli needed the point. So Victor Osimhen would have actually played.
But you see, what Victor Osimhen actually said in the video was that, you know, when they actually called him up for international duty, he told Finidi George that he is injured, that he can even come to the camp to just cheer the boys and be with them. But Finidi George said, no, it's not necessary. He should just sit back and stay with his family.
You know, as a child, not every word you tell your dad will tell you it's okay, and it just means he's okay with it.
Okay.
So Finidi George telling me it's okay, like he had things in mind. And as a coach, he has his own group of players he wanted to field.
Yeah.
Now that he had failed, he has to yield fault to other players. We once said in this studio, like, where is the light of Olaina?
Yes.
Who played the last AFCON tournament? Where are they? Some of the players are missing. I know Zaidu Sanusi is out injured. Moses Simon is out injured.
Okay.
But there are players that should have scored up. I didn't see some players that played the AFCON. I didn't see them in the squad. Now I'm seeing an unexperienced player like Tenimu. Imagine, like in the ranking of Africa, I think Tanzania League is way down behind Nigerian League. And a player was called up from the Tanzania League to play for the Super Eagles.
That's very sad.
So you can see that in the Super Eagles, what we are experiencing and it's politics, favoritism. Some players are favored more than the others. So all these, as a coach, you have your own group of players, and when another coach comes in, you have his own group of players. I think we had the same issues like that when this guy was coaching the Super Eagles, Sunday Olise. When he was coaching the Super Eagles, something like this came up. Players are no longer like the likes of Mikel Obi. And that was one of the things that forced Vicente Nyema to early retirement for it. Actually, I did not call it early retirement, but retirement from the Super Eagles because he was still active when he retired from the Super Eagles. So all these issues, like the coaches these days should just come out playing. We need a foreign technician who is not aligned to any players. He doesn't take instruction from players, but just his own. If you are good at your club side, you play. If you are not playing regular at your club side, you sit at home. If you are injured, you sit. So all these will help us put the squad together. not causing disunity between the players and the coach.
Okay, Mr. Adeka, thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. I actually think there's politics going on in the Nigerian national team.
Yes.
But on the other hand now, do you think it's actually right for Finidi George to just pull out Victor Osimhen in the public, pardon me, and then blame him for the failure of the Super Eagles while he's not even around? And owing to the fact that he has already reached out to Finidi George and told him that he's injured and he can't even make it, and giving him the option of him coming down to the camp to stay with the boys, and Finidi George said, no, stay back. Why do you think Finidi George still went to that extent of blaming him again after this failure?
That is one thing telling you that they believe he's aligned to Emmanuel Amunike.
Okay.
Because him and Emmanuel are top contender for the coaching job. So, but him blaming Victor Osimhen is something I really condemn.
Okay.
He's lashing out faults to the guy using call. If Victor Osimhen was in the squad and they would have lost the match against Tanzania before now, Victor Osimhen was in the squad and they played 4-4. I mean, not Tanzania, Liberia. Nigeria played 4-4. Osimhen was in the match and Nigeria still drew the game. Other matches, Nigeria lost. Osimhen is not a god. The guy was just making to see points. You shouldn't come up to blame the poor outing of the team to the boys. As a coach, you don't do that. Even as a coach, after the game, that's why there's something that they call substitution. When a player is not performing, as a coach, you have the right to pull him out of the game. You have the options of other players. You don't just, why do CAF, FIFA, and other football governing bodies make the rules for 22 players, 24 players, some even 30-man squad?
Yes.
You have options of like, I think, at least like 3 goalkeeper, many choices of defender, goalkeeper, midfielders and strikers like that, forward, all those other things. You have even your coaching crew. As a return member of the coaching crew, as a goalkeeper trainer, when your 3 keepers are injured, you have the opportunity to play.
Okay. Mr. Adeka, sorry to cut you short. We heard news that Finidi George has resigned as the Nigerian head coach. And then I don't know if it's because of this controversy, but they said he has resigned from his position currently. And we also had news from reliable sources that actually Finidi George did not make such statement. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. They said it's just a rumor that Victor Osimhen heard. And instead of him to confirm those rumors before he goes on to lash whoever he wants to lash, he was infuriated and went online and then said what he said. And then the reliable sources we got actually asked people that are present when Finidi George made that statement. And those people are respectable people, and they are actually people that are true to their words. And they said that Finidi George did not make such statement. That the statement Finidi George made was that anyone who doesn't want to play for his country, he's not going to force the person. Rather, he's going to drop the person next time. He's not forcing anybody to play for his country. And then somehow, the issue now got associated with Osimhen. I guess it's because they actually asked him about Osimhen before he made that statement. I don't know if you understand the point. So they now attributed that statement he made to Victor Osimhen. And that was why they misquoted him. And then the news went viral and Victor Osimhen became infuriated. But Finidi George also said that he did not make that statement. He himself confirmed and denied making such statements, making such claims that Victor Osimhen doesn't really want to play for his country, that he's faking the injury. He said he never said any of those. So what do you think about this very scenario coming up now?
I think as a coach, when you have a poor form, you have to call a meeting with you and your players. Okay. And I think such will do definitely come up like, if you don't want to play for the national team, I'm not going to beg you, I'd rather drop you. But as I said earlier, there's a faction in the Super Eagles. So definitely they will be like, oh boy, they said you don't want to play for the national team. News like that will reach him, and the news might be interpreted, prompted all this, but because I believe Finidi is a top coach and he shouldn't be making such statements.
I don't think he did, actually. They misquoted him.
But him resigning from his position, I think.
Do you think it's a good thing?
I don't really see it as a good thing, but
you don't see it as progress?
As a top professional he is, it's the best thing to do.
Okay.
you shouldn't be blamed for Nigeria missing out on the World Cup.
Okay.
And also, he's not getting the cooperation he wants for the player. A coach cannot work without the necessary cooperation. So he has to resign so that another person who is able to like regroup the players back together come in to take that position. So it's best for the national team.
Okay. All right. So what do you think is the way forward now for Osimhen and Finidi to reconcile and everything will be back to normal in the national team? Do you think it's going to be possible?
They are top professionals.
Okay.
And they know how they do their thing. So I think it's very easy for them to like reconcile and come back together.
Okay.
A phone call can just do that.
Okay.
Sorry, Gaffer, I didn't get your message clear. It's simple.
So who do you think should apologize to who?
I think Victor Osimhen should apologize to.
Why? Because he's younger?
Not because he's younger. He went extreme.
Actually.
He went extreme.
Actually.
And he's like, as a coach, you have to have a communication with your coach. But him, I don't know, the way things are done in Nigeria, things are done. Things go very, very, very fast.
Actually, if I were him, I would have confronted the coach personally, one-on-one first, to tell him why, ask him pardon. Why did he make such statement?
Yes.
Then he can go ahead to deny it. Then I will confirm those news if it's true or false before making such move going online.
Provided that such news was not publicly made.
Yes.
Coaches like Mourinho go as far as criticizing their players publicly, and still nothing of such comes out between the coach and the player. So it's quite wrong that it's going like this, but I think they are going to reconcile perfectly fine because they are top professionals.
Yeah.
They know how they do their thing.
Yeah. Anyway, even if they reconcile, currently Finidi is no more coaching the Nigerian national team. So I believe it's the new coach they are going to bring who is actually capable, and then who is going to actually take them from that fifth position they are currently in the African World Cup qualification to somewhere at the top.
You know one thing I'll tell you.
Okay.
Like Victor Osimhen still ought to apologize. Both of them still have to like make up with each other.
Okay.
It's football. You don't know where you meet.
Actually.
Finidi might not be coaching the Super Eagles today, but with time, he might be included in Super Eagles coaching crew, technical crew, or okay, even in CAF, he might get a position in CAF. Opportunity. He might go to other clubs. You don't know where you meet him as a professional, and it's not good that people are not on good terms. People have to be on good terms already. If you see players who are on the field, outside the field, they are friends. They recommend each other, they talk to each other, they like hang out together, practically hang out together. Football are just like, how will I put it, like a student who always find stuff outside the school environment to hang out. That's how footballers is. So Victor Osimhen should apologize to Finidi just the top professional and ex-international, a respected footballer in Nigeria, and as well. Also, like now, in Super Eagles, with time to come, maybe they bring a foreign technician or they bring a coach, and the coach definitely leaves the position. I think coaches like Finidi George, Emmanuel Monike, and Austin Eguavon, with the likes of Daniel Amokachi, are those people to fill in that gap. So Victor Osimhen should apologize to him.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Adeka, for your wonderful opinion. So we have come to the end of this show for today. So actually, this is not what Nigerian national team needs. What they need is not this unity. What they need is unity and hard work to find how they will move forward in going up the table in the African World Cup qualification. So I hope they find a mutual ground and reconcile and do their best to make their country proud. So thank you very much once again for staying with us here at the Awini Unity platform. We're going to see you next time. Do have a lovely day, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.